Hello everyone, welcome to Maths class. In our previous video, we have seen about pair of lines in which we have seen coplanar lines. There are total three types of coplanar lines we have seen. Intersecting line, parallel lines and perpendicular lines are the three types of coplanar. Also we have seen about transversal line. In this video, let us see the angles which are made by the transversal lines. So there are different types of angles which are made by transversal lines. Let us study about angles made by a transversal line. See here, this is a figure in which AB and CD are the two coplanar lines, and this line PQ is a transversal line. This line PQ is dividing line B and CD at two distinct points. When line PQ, transversal line, is dividing line AB, it forming four angles, and when a transversal line PQ is dividing line CD, it is creating another four angles. There are total 8 angles in this figure. Now, which are these 8 angles that let us learn? So first we will see about exterior angles. So what are exterior angles? So the angles whose arms do not contain the segment on the transversal cut by the given lines are called exterior angles. So let us take example. So angle AXP, right? Now this line PQ is having segment XY, right? So this angle AXP does not contain this segment XY, right? Also, this angle AXP is formed by the transversal line. Here this line PQ is a transversal line. So angle AXP is formed by the coplanar line AB and the transversal line PQ. Angle AXP does not contain this segment XY. So the angles whose arms do not contain the segment on the transversal cut by the given lines are called exterior angle. So we know that any angle has two arms. So AX is the first arm and XP is the another arm. But these two arms AX and XP does not contain any segment, and hence this angle AXP is one exterior angle. Now consider angle PXB. This angle PXB does not contain a segment XY, right? And this angle PXB is formed by the transversal line and also a coplanar line, and hence angle APXB is a exterior angle. There is one more point of exterior angle. Exterior angles are present on the outer side of two coplanar lines. These exterior angles are always lies outer side of two coplanar lines. So AB and CD are the two coplanar lines, and these exterior angles are always lying outside the coplanar line. So we will take this example, angle CYQ. This angle CYQ is made up of two arms CY and Y. These two arms does not contain any segment, right? So these two arms are CY and YQ, and this angle Y is lying outside the coplanar line, and hence angle CYQ is an exterior angle. Now this angle QYD, it is made of this angle QYD. It is made up of ray YQ and ray YD. This YQ and YD are two arms. So this YQ and YD does not contain any line segment. Also this angle QYD lies outside the coplanar line, and hence angle QYD is a exterior angle. So angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are exterior angles. Why? Because these angles, angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are exterior angles. Why? Because these are the angles whose arms do not contain the line segment, and they are made up of transversal cut by the given line. So this is the given line. Now angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are exterior angles. Why? Because these angles are present outside the coplanar lines. Also, their arms does not contain a line segment, and hence angle PXA, angle PXB, angle QYC and angle QYD, angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are exterior angles. I suppose everyone got the concept of exterior angles. Now let us see about interior angles. So what are interior angles? The angles whose one of the arms contain a segment on the transversal cut by the given lines are called interior angles. So see this angle AXY, this angle AXY. Here are the two arms AX and XY. So among these two arms AX and XY, one arm, this one arm is a segment of the transversal line, right? So angle AXY is a interior angle. Why? Because it contains the one arm as a segment of the transversal line. See another point of interior angle. Interior angles are present in the inner side of two coplanar lines. So these are the two coplanar lines. These interior angles are always lying inside the two coplanar lines. So see this example. Angle PXY. Angle PXY is having two arms XB and XY. This XB is one arm and XY is the another arm. This XY is the segment of the PQ. So angle BXY is made up of two arms. One arm is XY, which is the line segment, and hence this angle PXY is an interior angle. Similarly here angle CYX and TYX, these both the angles are having one arm as segment of line PQ, and hence this angle CYX and angle XYD is known as interior angle. So there are total 4 interior angles. Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are the interior angles. Why? Because they are lying in the two coplanar lines, in between the two coplanar lines. Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are 4 interior angles. Why? Because angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6, these 4 angles are lying in between the two coplanar lines. Also there are one arm, these 4 angles, one arm is having a segment, this segment XY, and hence these are the 4 interior angles. Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are the 4 interior angles. I hope you got the concept of exterior angles and interior angles.
Now let us continue with another angle which is made by a transversal, and another angle which is made by a transversal is a pair of corresponding angle. First we will see what is corresponding angle, what is pair of corresponding angle. So a pair of angles in which one arm of both the angles of the pair is on the same side of the transversal and other arms are directed in the same sense is called a pair of corresponding angles. So see here, if we consider angle PXA and angle XYA, yes, in angle PXA and angle XYC, we can see this angle, this arm XA and YA. So we know that each angle are having two arms. So the arm of the angle AXP are AX and XP, and the arm of the angle CYX are arm CY and arm YX. So the arms of the angle AXP and CYX, one arm AX of this angle and the another arm of the angle CY are lying on the one side of the transversal. Yes, so this is the transversal line. So this arm AX and arm CY are lying on the one side of the transversal. So first condition is satisfied, that is both the angles, one arm of both the angles of the pair is on the same side of the transversal. Now the other arms are directed in the same sense. So what is the meaning of same sense? Same sense that the other arms are in the same direction. So the arm PX and arm XY are in the same direction. They are moving in upward direction. So angle AXP and angle CYX are having two arm AX and CY on the one side of the transversal, and they are having arm XP and arm YX which are directed upward direction, and hence these two are one pair of corresponding angle, and hence angle AXP and angle CYX is one pair of corresponding angle. Angle 2 and angle 6 is one pair of corresponding angles. So let us see another point. So corresponding angles are on different vertices. So vertex is singular and vertices is plural. So corresponding angles are on different vertices. So corresponding angles are on the same side of the transversal line, and corresponding angles are in corresponding position, above or below, left or right, relative to the two lines. These corresponding angles are either above. If one angle is above, then the other angle will be also above. If one angle is on left hand side, then the other angle will be on the left hand side. If the one angle is on the right side of the transversal line, then the other angle will be also on the right side of the transversal. So let us see another pair of corresponding angle. In this angle PXB and angle XYD, we can see that arm XB and arm YD are lying on the one side of the transversal, and this arm XP and arm YX are going on the upward side, and hence angle PXB and angle XYD are the one pair of corresponding angle. Angle 1 is corresponding angle to angle 5. In similar way, angle AXY and angle CYQ have the one arm. AX and CY are the two arms which are lying on the one side of the corresponding angle, and the arm XY and YQ are going downward direction, and hence angle AXY and angle CYQ is one pair of corresponding angle. So angle 3 and angle 7 is the one pair of corresponding angle. In similar way here, angle BXY and angle DYQ is one more pair of corresponding angle. So angle angle 4 and angle 8 is one more pair of corresponding angle. Why? Because this X, B and YD, these are the two arms which are lying on the one side of the transversal, and arm XY and arm YQ are going to the downward direction, and hence this is the one more corresponding angle. So which are the pair of corresponding angle? Angle 2 and angle 6, angle 1 and angle 5, angle 3 and angle 7, and angle 4 and angle 8. These are the four pairs of corresponding angles. I hope you all got the concept of corresponding angles. Now let us see another angle which is made by a transversal. So another angle which is made by a transversal is pairs of alternate exterior angles. Now let us see what are pairs of alternate exterior angles. So a pair of angles in which one arm of each of the angle is an opposite side of the transversal and whose arm is directed in opposite sense and does not include the segment is called alternate exterior angles. Before that, what are exterior angles? We have already studied, right? So what are exterior angles? The angles whose arms do not contain the segment of the transversal cut by the given lines are called exterior angles, and also exterior angles are present on the outer side of two coplanar lines. This we have already studied. Now what are alternate exterior angles? So let us consider this angle PXA. So which are the different exterior angles in this figure? Angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are the four angles which are exterior angles. Now what are pair of alternate exterior angles? So a pair of angle in which one arm of each of the angle is an opposite side of the transversal. These are the opposite side of the transversal and whose arm is directed in opposite sense. Now in this angle, angle PXA and angle DYQ are having two arms. this angle PXA are having arm XA and arm XP, and this angle QYD are having arms YQ and YD. Now, a pair of angle in which one arm of each of the angle is an opposite side. Now, in this angle PXA and angle QYD, arm AX and arm YD are on the opposite side of the transversal S. So, arm AX and arm YD are on the opposite side of the transversal. So, first condition is satisfied. That is, the one of the arms should be on the opposite side of the transversal. Now, let us move to the second condition, that whose arm is directed in the opposite sense. Now, another arm. Which is the another arm? XP and YQ is the another arm. Now, this arm should be in the opposite sense. What is the meaning of opposite sense? It should be in the opposite direction. That we can see that this XP, the arm XP of the angle PXA are going in the upward direction, and the arm of DYQ, the arm YQ of the angle DYQ is going downward direction. So both the condition are satisfied, and does not include the segment is called alternate. Angle PXA and angle DYQ does not contain any segment or any line segment. This XY is the line segment. This line segment is not included by the arm of these two angles, that is angle AXP and angle DYQ does not contain any arm. Also, their one arm is on the opposite side of the transversal and another arm is directed in the opposite direction, and hence angle PXA and angle QYD is one pair of alternate exterior angles. Also, these two angles are lying outside the two coplanar lines, and hence angle 2 is alternate exterior angle to angle 8. In similar way, angle 1, angle PXB is alternate exterior angle to angle CYQ. This angle 1 is exterior angle, pair of alternate exterior angle to angle CYQ. Why? Because this angle PXB and angle CYQ have one arm on the opposite side of the transversal. That is, XB is the one arm and CY is the another arm, which are lying on the opposite side of the transversal, and other arm XP and YQ are directed on the opposite side of each other, and hence this angle 1 is alternate exterior to angle 7. So, which are the pair of alternate exterior angles? Angle 2 and angle 8, angle 1 and angle 7 are pairs of alternate exterior angles. Now, alternate exterior angles are on the different vertices. They are always lying on the different vertices, are on the opposite side of the transversal line. So, they are always lying on the opposite sides of the transversal line, and they are lying outside the two lines. They always lie outside the two coplanar lines. I hope you got how to find the alternate exterior angles and what are alternate exterior angles. Now, let us move to another angle which is made by transversal, that is pairs of alternate interior angle. Now, let us study about pairs of alternate interior angles. Now, what are interior angles? What are interior angles? We have already studied. The angles whose one of the arms contain the segment on the transversal cut by the given lines are called interior angles. Also, interior angles are present in the inner side of two coplanar lines. This we have already studied, right? So, now we will see pairs of alternate interior angles. A pair of angles in which one arm of each of the angle is on opposite side of the transversal and whose one arms include a segment is called alternate interior angles. Now, a pair of angle in which one arm of each of the angle is on opposite side of the transversal. So, if we consider one angle, and the other angle should be on the opposite side of the transversal, and whose other arms should be included in the segment. Now, see here, angle AXY and angle DYX. Okay, angle AXY and angle XYD have arm AX and XY, arm XY and YD. So angle AXY have arms AX and XY, and angle XYD have arm XY and YD. Now these both the angles, angle AXY and angle DYX, has the line segment of the transversal line PQS, and other arms are lying on the opposite side of the transversal. So which are the two conditions from the statement? That one arm should be on the opposite side of the transversal. So arm AX and arm DY are lying on the opposite side of the transversal. And what is the second condition? That the other arm should be a line segment. So angle AXY and angle XYD is pair of alternate interior angles. Why? Because they have a arm which are lying on the opposite side of the transversal, and also they have a arm which include a segment, and hence angle AXY and angle XYD is one pair, that is angle 3 is alternate interior angle of angle phi. Likewise, also we have one more, that is angle BXY is alternate interior angle of angle CYX. Why? Because they have a line segment, one arm has a line segment XY, and they have a other arm which are lying on the opposite side of the transversal, that is XB and CY are the arms which are lying on the opposite side of the transversal, and hence angle BXY and angle CYX is one more pair of alternate interior angles. So alternate interior angles are on the different vertices, they are always lying on the different vertices, are on the opposite side of the transversal line, that we have already seen that these are the opposite sides of the transversal line and lie between the two lines. So these angles are always lying between the two coplanar lines. So which are the pairs of alternate interior angles? That is angle 3 and angle 5. This angle 3 and angle 5. Angle 4 and angle 6 is one more pair of alternate interior angles. I hope you all got the concept of pair of alternate interior angles and also of pair of alternate exterior angles. Now let us see another angle which is made by a transversal. So the another angle which is made by a transversal is vertically opposite angles. What are vertically opposite angles? As we have already studied in our previous video. So what are vertically opposite angles? Two angles formed by two intersecting lines having no common arm are called vertically opposite angles. So how vertically opposite angles are formed? As vertically opposite angles are formed by the intersecting of two lines. So what are intersecting vertically opposite angles? Two angles formed by two intersecting lines having no common arm are called vertically opposite angles. So in this diagram, line PQ is the transversal line and AB is the line of coplanar line. So line AB is intersecting with line PQ transversal line and forming four angles. So these four angles which are formed are vertically opposite angles. Why? This we have already studied in our previous video. Because angle AXP and angle BXY have a common vertex X. They have a non-common arm. They are not formed by the common arm. If angle AXP and angle PXB if we have considered, then angle AXP and angle PXB have a common vertex and they have a common arm. But for the vertically opposite angle, we should not get a common arm, and hence angle AXP and angle AXP and angle BXY is vertically opposite angles. In similar way, angle PXB and angle YXA is one more pair of vertically opposite angles. So angle 2 is vertically opposite to angle 4 and angle 1 is vertically opposite to angle X. In this case, a line PQ is intersecting with line CD and forming four different angles. Here angle 6 is vertically opposite to angle 8 and angle 7 is vertically opposite to angle 5. Why? Because they are formed by intersecting of two lines, and the angle which are formed, angle CYQ and angle QYD, have a common arm. and hence there could not be a vertically opposite angle, and hence angle CYQ is vertically opposite to angle DYX, and vertically opposite angle of CYX is angle QYD. So the vertically opposite angle of angle 6 is angle 8, and vertically opposite angle of 7 is angle 5. So different angle vertically opposite angles are angle 2 and angle 4, angle 1 and angle 3, and angle 6 and angle 8, and angle 5 and angle 7. I hope you got what are vertically opposite angles and which are the different vertically opposite angles in this figure. Now let us move to another angles which are made by a transversal. So the pair of exterior angles on the same side of the transversal. Now we will see which are the pair of exterior angles on the same side of the transversal. So exterior angles on the same side of the transversal are on different vertices. They are always located on the different vertices, are on the same side of the transversal line. Now they will be located on either one side of the transversal line. So this is the transversal line. These exterior angles on the same side of the transversal will lie on the left hand side or on the right hand side. So lie outside the two lines. Now this exterior angles on the same side of the transversal will always lie on the outside of these two coplanar lines. Now exterior angles. What do you mean by exterior angle? Yes, we have already studied in a previous thing. So what are exterior angles? The angles whose arms do not contain the segment or the transversal cut by the given lines are called exterior angles. Also exterior angles are present on the outer side of two coplanar lines. Now let us consider. So this is transversal line and we have to consider on the one side of the transversal. So let us consider angle AXP and angle CYQ. This angle AXP and angle CYQ have a arm AXPX, angle CYQ have a arm CY and YQ. Now for the exterior angle there should not be a line segment as so. This angle AXP and angle CYQ have a arm which are lying on one side of the transversal, and other arms are on the pointed to the other direction, that is PX and YQ. Arm PX and YQ are on the opposite side of the each other. That the arm PX is going to the upward direction and arm YQ is going to the downward direction, and hence angle AXP and angle CYQ is one pair of exterior angles on the same side of the transversal. Similarly, angle PXB and angle DYQ is one more pair of exterior angles on the same side of the transversal. Why? Because they are lying on the same side of the transversal. That is, arm XB and arm YD are lying on the same side of the transversal. Then arm XP of the angle PXB is pointed towards upward direction, and the arm YQ of the angle DYQ is pointed toward the downward direction, and hence angle 1 is vertical and hence angle 1 is exterior angle on the same side of transversal of angle 8. So angle 1 and angle 8 is the one pair of exterior angles on the same side of the transversal, and the other pair is angle 2 and angle 7. Now let us see another angle which is made by transversal, that is pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So what are interior angles? We have already seen that the angles whose one of the arms contain the segment on the transversal cut by the given lines are called interior angles. Also interior angles are present in the inner side of the two coplanar lines. This we have already seen. Now interior angles on the same side of the transversal are on different vertices. These interior angles of the pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal will be on the different vertices. This will be on the same side of the transversal line. If this is transversal line, then the pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal will lie either on the left hand side of the transversal line or on the right hand side of the transversal line. Also these interior angles on the same side of the transversal lie inside the two lines. Now let us consider angle AXY and angle CYX. The angle AXY and angle CYX. This angle AXY have arm AX and XY, and angle CYX have arm CY and YX. These angles AXY and angle CYX. The arm XY. The arm XY is the line segment of PQ. So interior angle should always have a line segment. This first condition is satisfied. The other condition is the other arms should be lie on the one side of the transversal line. That is, arm AX and arm CY are lying on the one side of the transversal line, and hence angle AXY and angle CYX is one pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. That is, angle 3 is a pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal to angle 6. Another pair is angle 4 and angle 5. Why? Because angle BXY and angle DYX, this angle BXY and angle DYX have a contains one arm as the segment XY, and the other arms are lying on the one side of the transversal line, and hence angle 4 and angle 5 is one pair of interior angles. So which are the pair of interior angles? That is, angle 3 and angle 6, and angle 4 and angle 5 are the two pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. I hope you all understood both this concept about pair of exterior angles on the same side of the transversal and the pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal. Thank you.